You're lying in bed, lights off, phone in your hand. You weren't even planning to open your banking app. You just did. Thumb swipe, Face ID, little spinning circle that feels like it's judging you. And then you see it. Your account balance is up. Not rich up, not influencer up, but up. You finally did the thing everyone says to do. You set up the automatic transfer. $100 a month. Every month. No thinking. No skipping. Just consistent. At first, it actually feels kind of good. You feel responsible. Adult. Slightly superior to your past self who used to say things like, I'll save whatever's left at the end of the month. Which, spoiler, was always zero. So you wait. 3 months go by. 6 months. A year. You check the account again. And that's when it hits you. That's it. You did everything right. You skipped some stuff. You said no to some things. You moved the money first. And yet $100 a month feels useless. It didn't change your life. It didn't remove stress. Your car can still explode. Your rent can still jump. One bad week still feels like it could wipe you out. And right around this moment, this exact moment, the world smells it. Your bank app suddenly has opinions. Your credit card sends a pre-approved notification. An investing app tells you you're ready for more advanced strategies. Your brain whispers, honestly, you deserve a little reward. Because from your perspective, you earned it. You climbed the hill. You did the responsible thing. And now you're standing there thinking, if $100 a month doesn't change anything, what's the point? And this is the catch. Hitting consistency feels like the finish line, but it's actually the moment the rules change. Most people don't fail because they don't save. They fail because the system waits until saving starts, then quietly hands them 100 better ways to undo it. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why $100 a month feels pointless and how, done correctly, it becomes the most powerful money move you'll ever make. Not because it's big, but because of what you attach it to. Here's the part nobody tells you. $100 a month isn't supposed to feel powerful at first. It's supposed to feel boring, annoyingly slow, almost insulting, because we're trained to think in finish lines. Say $1,000. Hit $10,000. Reach financial freedom. But money doesn't work like a finish line. It works like a foundation. And most people treat $100 a month like a roller coaster. Up at first, then flat, then disappointing, then abandoned. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing or selling something. That's not a personal failure. That's the environment. Costs went up, pay didn't, and the margin disappeared. So when someone does start saving, even $100, their brain expects relief, less stress, more breathing room, a sense of safety. But instead, nothing changes. Same anxiety, same paycheck math, same don't touch it account sitting in the background like an unused gym membership. And that's where the doubt creeps in. Maybe I need to invest instead. Maybe I should just pay down debt faster. Maybe $100 is too small to matter. Here's the truth. $100 a month feels useless because you're trying to use it for the wrong job. It's not meant to make you feel rich. It's meant to change how fragile your life is. But most people never give it that assignment. Instead, they let it float. No rules. No structure. No separation between safety, growth, and temptation. And when money has no job, it disappears. Not because you're irresponsible. Because the system is tuned so stable people get targeted harder than desperate ones. Banks don't chase broke customers. They chase almost stable customers. The ones who finally have a little margin. That's when the offers show up. That's when the fees make sense. That's when you've earned this becomes expensive. You're not broken. This is almost everyone. My name is Mike, and I'm obsessed with how money actually works. Not the Instagram version, not the guru version, but the quiet, boring, system-level version that decides who feels calm and who never does. Quick disclaimer before we go any further. This video is for education and entertainment only. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to buy, sell, or invest in. Money decisions are personal, and you should always consult a qualified professional who understands your situation. What I am here to do is help you understand the game you're already playing, whether you sign up for it or not. Because once you see the rules clearly, $100 a month stops feeling useless and starts feeling dangerous in the best way. Here's what actually changes when you start saving consistently. Phase 1 is the grind. You're building the habit. You're proving to yourself that you can delay gratification. You're surviving scarcity with discipline. This phase is uncomfortable, but simple. Money goes out. Money gets tight. You say no. Phase 2 is trickier, because now the external pressure shifts. Your brain says, "We're good now." Your environment says, "Great, here's what you can afford." The system says, "Let's see how much of that margin we can reclaim." This is where most people leak. Psychologically, scarcity rewires reward. After months of restraint, any purchase feels justified, not reckless, earned. And financially, stability is a signal. Credit models love predictable savers. Apps push up sales when balances grow. Subscriptions sneak back in because the pain is gone. So $100 a month doesn't change your life, because you let it compete with everything else. It needs protection. It needs a job. It needs walls. And this is where the math finally kicks in. Let's keep it simple. $100 a month is $1,200 a year. That sounds small until you give it time and purpose. If you just let it sit, earning almost nothing, it feels pointless. But if you first use it to build a floor, an untouchable emergency buffer, something changes. At around 3 to 6 months of expenses saved, volatility stops controlling your decisions. You don't panic when your car makes a noise. You don't accept bad job conditions out of fear. You don't swipe credit cards to survive timing gaps. That alone is worth more than most investments. Then, and only then, the same $100 starts compounding. At a modest 7% annual return, $100 a month becomes about $61,000 in 25 years. Not life-changing wealth, but life-stabilizing wealth. And here's the kicker. Most people never reach that outcome, not because returns are bad, but because behavior collapses. Vanguard has shown repeatedly that the average investor underperforms the market by 1 to 2% annually due to timing mistakes and emotional decisions, not intelligence. Emotion, the people who in long term aren't aggressive. They're boring and protected. Let me show you what that looks like. Alex and Jordan both start saving $100 a month. Alex feels proud and loose. The money sits in one account. Sometimes it gets dipped into. Sometimes it gets borrowed. Lifestyle slowly inflates. A year later, Alex still saves, but progress feels flat. Motivation fades. Consistency cracks. Jordan does something different. Jordan sets rules. First, a floor, an emergency buffer that is never touched for once. Second, a growth layer, automatic investing that increases only after raises, not spending. Third, an options layer, money that's allowed to be enjoyed guilt-free. Same $100, different outcome. 5 years and Jordan isn't rich, but calm. Alex is still stressed, wondering why doing everything right didn't work. The difference wasn't income. It was structure. And this is the part most people miss. Money isn't about amounts. It's about order. So here's the simple playbook. 1. Set a floor. Your first goal isn't returns. It's stability. 2. Build a growth lane. Automate it. Ignore it. Let time do the work. 3. Separate enjoyment, so you don't sabotage safety. 4. Be suspicious of offers. If it shows up right after you feel stable, it's probably expensive. 5. Treat $100 like a lever, not a reward. Because the real catch is this. $100 a month isn't useless. It's just misunderstood. Protect your first layer like it's sacred. Grow the second patiently. Enjoy the third intentionally. And one day you'll wake up, check your app, and realize something strange. You're not excited. You're calm. And that's when you'll know it worked. The real win isn't feeling rich. It's feeling unbreakable. Protect your first $100 like it's the floor, not the finish line.